Hey everybody, welcome to the Hockey Skate Down. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe with the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much. Let's get started. I want to do a Devils video talking about a bunch of different Devils topics that have been going on recently. Doc Emrick recently retired, and I crushed a lot of Devils fans' hearts. So I'll talk about that. There's been a recent signing, and no, it's not Brad. No, it's not Blackwood. No, it's not a Palmieri extension. It's Nick Merkley. So we'll talk about that. The recent numbers that have come out for certain players that we just acquired. There's been a Pierre LeBrun tweet about a Palmieri and Devils talk about a contract extension. And what is Fitzgerald going to do for the rest of the offseason? Will he look towards getting some names that are still out there, or will he look towards making a trade with some cash-strapped teams? We'll talk about that towards the end of the video, but stay with me throughout. So at first I want to talk about Doc Emrick, Hall of Fame broadcaster, voice of the NHL. He's covered so many magical moments throughout NHL history, and especially Devils hockey. You know, he was a broadcaster for the Devils for a very long time. He's covered our downs. He's covered our ups, our highs, our lows, however you want to say it. You know, he's covered so many special moments in our history, our Stanley Cup victories. Henrique, It's Over was a special one. Listening to him do Brodor's game when he broke the wins for goalies, the shutout record. Listening to him do Eliash's game where he set the points record for Devils franchise. He's done so many games, and a true professional throughout. Funny guy. Never made a mistake out there. Love listening to everything he said about sports, especially like old-time hockey when he started talking about that with Chico. I loved it. And, you know, he's just a true professional. He knew his stuff. He was just awesome to listen to. And everybody loved him. Everybody spoke very highly of him. True legend in the game. And he will be severely missed by not only Devils fans, but NHL fans alike. But especially for Devils fans, that he's captured so many magical moments in our history. We will miss him, because every time we can watch a replay of that specific moment, the first thing we think about is what Doc said. So thank you, Doc, for doing all those special moments in Devils history. We will all remember that, and we thank you. So he's done over 3,700 games, 22 Stanley Cup finals. He's been through it all. He's broadcasted many great games, and we'll miss him. So, you know, the Devils re-signed Nick Merkley to a one-year, two-way contract worth $874,000 at the NHL level and $70,000 at the AHL level. I like Nick Merkley. I like how you bring him back for a one-year deal, a show-me deal. I like the way he played out there. I know he played limited time this year. You know, it sucks too. He was really starting to get going. He scored a goal. He had a couple of points. Then he had that freak thing with his eye happen, and he took some games off. Then he got sent down. Then the rest of the year was just canned because of what happened. But I like what we were starting to see from him. It sucked what happened. And, you know, I remember when we were watching one of those games, too, they said that he had experiences like that. Every time he was trying to get momentum going, some freak thing happened, and it would cost him, you know, a couple of games. So hopefully he comes into camp in shape, kills camp, and makes the team. I really like the way he played on those bottom lines, and hopefully we get to see an added role with him this year. So, yeah, next we're going to get to Pierre LeBrun. Pierre LeBrun tweeted out that there's been preliminary talks with Palmieri about a contract extension with the New Jersey Devils, and the Devils are not shopping him. You know, there's been rumors during the draft. There's been rumors leading into free agency about him possibly being on the move. He's not. So the Devils are looking to do a contract extension with him. They're looking at Brendan Gallagher 6 times 6.5 as a ballpark. Likely going to be a fewer years as he turns 30 in February. So maybe you'll see like a 4 or 5 year deal with him in that ballpark of 6.5. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Bratt and Blackwood still need new deals. There's been talks about them talking, but nothing's been getting closer, or they're further apart. I haven't heard anything. So maybe you'll hear it come out in the next couple of days, maybe next couple of weeks. We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, there's been the new numbers leaks of the new players that we got. Ryan Murray will wear number 22. He's been saying that his back has been feeling better. I've listened to him do interviews with Matt Laughlin, and he said his back's feeling better. He's been doing some more stretching, different stretching exercises, different back exercises to help strengthen his back, because he's had a lot of back issues playing with Columbus. But this past year, since he's been implementing that, he's been playing better. And you saw him play better in the playoffs as well. So, hopefully he's healthy and he can give it a shot. And hopefully Devils like what they see from him in that. And he's got 1 year left on his deal. So hopefully he can earn a new deal with the Devils and he plays well. Andreas Johnsson will wear number 11. He's been saying, too, that he's been feeling better now ever since he came back from his time in the bubble. He says his knee feels better, and he wasn't happy with the way things went last year with his injury. So I'm curious to see how he gets into this lineup. Will he play with Hischier? Will he play with Hughes? Curious to see how he gels with the team. His nickname is Mango, from what I've been hearing with Toronto, and I'm curious to see how he got that name. And I'm sure during an interview, Erica or Bryce will bring it up and will tell us how he got it. But I'm curious to see how he looks in a Devils uniform, how he plays with our players, and how he plays overall. And Corey Crawford will wear number 50, and as he wore that with the Chicago Blackhawks. So I like that signing. I still do. I love how we have a 1A, 1B that we have confidence in winning games. If McKenzie has to take a couple of days off, we're more than happy to see Crawford go in there and steal some victories for us and, help us out for this year. So I like the way our team's looking. Key acquisitions made, and curious to see what else happens. And leading into my next thing, what do you think Fitzgerald will do? There's a couple of names still out there. The biggest name still out there is Hoffman. Hamonick's still out there. Green's still out there. Vodden's still out there. There's still some names out there that haven't been signed up. But, with Hoffman, you're hearing he's going to sign a 1-year deal with a team. He's looking towards signing a 1-year deal with a team based on what's going on with the whole flat cap thing. I'm guessing it's going to be a cup contender. So that kind of takes us out of the running with the Devils. I know the Devils were kind of in rumors to be looking at him, but ever since you heard that, you're kind of like, I don't think he's going to come with us. And, looking at Vodden's a curious case, but do we want to go again that route? He's had injury history. I love the way he played with us, but you always got to think, does he want a long term? Does he want a short term? What's his dollar amount? And is he healthy is the main thing. And Green, there's been rumors of Lou trying to lure him back to the island to play again there. They like what they saw from him, the way he gelled with the team. And since they made that trade with Taves, maybe they would look to bring him back to create some depth on that blue line. And Hamonick's an interesting name. He's still out there. The Devils are looking to go free agency-wise to add another defenseman. But they've said that Hamonick wants to stay out west and doesn't want to come to the east. So kind of takes us out of the free agency names that are left. So I'm still thinking the Devils hold strong, wait it out, wait for all these other teams to sign all these players, and then deal with all the cap teams that are really tight up against the cap. And, there's a lot of teams that really can't afford anything. They're hamstrung with making moves. A lot of teams don't want to help teams out at this point. So the Devils can help some teams out. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with this. I'm sure Fitzgerald goes that route. Maybe he has another winger. Maybe he has another defenseman. I have to wait and see what happens, but I am sure he's going to go that route. He's always talked about preaching patience at this point, especially with what's going on with the NHL cap. So we'll have to wait and see. So comment below what you think about this. What do you think about all these topics I discussed? Comment below. And as always, thank you all so much for your time and watching this. I really appreciate it. Smash that like button. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the Hockey Skate Down. Join our hockey team. Have a great day. Have a great night. And take it easy.